Hello everybody, so in this video we'll be looking at some examples to learn how to do addition. Okay, so let me make my screen full screen and we'll get right started. Okay, so my first example is going to be, I'm going to make this example fairly easier, and then my next example I'm going to build it up a little bit more challenging. But I wanted to really explain some concepts with this example. So we're going to be adding 266 plus 498. Okay, so when we do addition, we have to remember that we're going to start the addition from the right side. Okay, so I'm going to do my addition and I'm going to actually make my pointer color black so it's kind of easier to see what I'm saying. Okay, so as I said, we're going to start from the right side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 6 and I'm going to add the 8 to it. Okay, first, and just to clarify, I got these two numbers from this is the 6 I got, the one on the all the way on the right side, and then this is the 8 I got. Okay, so now I'm going to add these together and I'm going to find out, oh, it's actually 14, right? Because if you think about 6 and 6 is 12. Okay, add 2, then you get 14. So we have the 14, and what we do is the right number, we put it right here. So we're going to take, let's say we're going to have a blue mouse pointer. So this the 4 right here, the blue, we're going to put it here. And then the 1, which is right here, we're going to put that at the top of the second column. So we're going to put it all the way up here. I'm trying to make it a little bit bigger so if you can see. All the way at the top, I'm putting it there, right? So what I did was I added these two numbers together all the way on the right side, right? These ones have the black star next to them. I add them together and I get a 14. So the rightmost number, I put it on the right side here. The other number, let me make that number circled in, let's say purple, so I can make them stand out a little bit. Okay, this 1 went up here at the top. Okay, so let me draw an arrow. This goes up here. Okay, now I do my addition again. So I'm gonna again switch to black and we're gonna do this addition. Now, so kind of like the first time, right? We took our 6 and the 8. Now we're on the second row, so right here, if you can see my pointer. Okay, we're going to do 6 and 9 like the way it is written, but we also added this 1 at the top, so we also have to add this. So if you think about 9 and 1 here, okay, let me change the color a little bit so I can make it stand out. Okay. Okay, so we have this 1 and we have this 9. These two form 10. And then when we do with 6 and this 10, we get 16. So the sum here is 16. Okay. And again, the right number, which I'm going to circle in blue. Oops. The right number, which I'm going to circle in blue. Okay. This one you put on the right side. So we're going to put it here. 6. Okay. And this other number, I'm going to put it at the top again. So I'm getting the 1 here because it's 16. So the 6 went on the bottom, 1 went at the top up there. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little darker so you can see it. Okay, now I'm going to do the addition again. So I'm going to write it out somewhere else. I'm going to write it again in black. That's showing that I'm doing the addition of each of these lines. Okay, so I have 2 and 4, and I just put a 1 at the top there. So I had the 1 there as well. Now I'm going to add these together. So we know that, oh, 2 plus 4 is 6, and 1 more is 7. So that's the final answer. Just put the 7 there. Okay. So the final answer is 764. Now the next example is going to be a little bit more involved because I'm going to have multiple of these. So here, you know, I had like 2 lines of numbers, right? I'm going to have 3 lines here. Okay. It's not too much more difficult, but just a little bit more work. So let's say I have 286 plus 342 and 567. Okay. Okay. So again, I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to take the 6 that's all the way at the corner. I'm going to take the 2 in the middle. So I'm going to take this number at the corner, and this number at the corner, and I'm going to add them together. So I have 6, 2, and 7. Okay, so now add them together. Oops. There you go. Okay, so 6 and 2 is 8. Okay, these two numbers form an 8, and 8 and 7 is 15. So now I have 15 that I'm working with. And again, these numbers, if you're not comfortable with adding them, yet you can maybe even do it on your fingers if you would like. Okay? So we have 15 now. So 15, in the 15, I'm going to circle in blue the right number on the right side. 5 is on the right side. 1 is on the left side. So 1 is going to go at the top, but first we're going to put the 5 here. So 5 goes on the right side, and the 1 from here, I'm going to put it all the way at the top. Okay, so I'm going to put this number at the top here. Okay, then I do my addition again. So I'm going to again go to the red pointer. Okay, so I have 1, 8, 4, and 6. Now this looks hard, but it's actually, this one's kind of easier to work with. Because we know that, okay, 4 plus 6 is 10, so that's pretty easy, right? 10, and 8 and 1 is 9. So 9 and 10 is 19. So this is kind of easier to do this way instead of the other way where you do, 9 and 4 and 6. It's much easier to do it this way. So if you can break it down into like smaller chunks that you can easily add and then add those chunks together, it makes it a lot easier. So the answer here is going to be 19. And now we look here, right? 19 is on the rightmost side. So let's go to blue. And I'm going to put the 9 here. Carry the 1 at the top. Okay, and then again I'm going to do that addition. And so here what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do 1 and 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay, so let me make my pointer. Can't find my mouse. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to make it red again, and I'm going to do that addition. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 5, right? And again, I'm just getting this from the corner. Oops, not perfectly straight, I'm sorry. Okay, so here, 1 and 2 is 3. So that makes it 3. 3 and 3 makes 6. And 6 and 5 makes 11. So the answer here is 11. Now, usually we do the whole carrying step, but actually, if you think about it, there's nothing else to carry to. So even though I will carry a 1 here, it's like I have a 0 here and I have a 0 here, so I just get that 1 back, so I can just put it here. So a shortcut is, if you're all the way at the end, there's no number on the right side here, you don't have to put this 1 here. You just can put the 11 right there straight away without having to really, put the zeros and do the addition again. So you can just put it as a shortcut. Okay, and I think you guys probably know this, but if you start counting and you reach 3 numbers, then you can put a comma here so you can tell this is in the thousands. Okay, so you have 1,195, and that's your answer here. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys found this helpful, and thank you for tuning in.